So, today we're going to be making the best tier list this game likely has seen, covering the 3-star, 4-star, 5-star units, and not just the 5-star units like the other tier lists that are out there. We're gonna be the complete tier list, actually the most complete one you guys probably will see so far. And by the way, we're doing a 57k subscriber giveaway as well. So if you want to be part of that, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you subscribe right now, you get to be part of the OG subscriber of AB Plays. I have a quick little question for you guys. I saw a bunch of YouTubers making tier lists like one day after the game released. And honestly, I don't really like making tier lists that early. But I kind of understand why a lot of YouTubers make tier lists super early. Number one, it gets lots of views, and number two, it's to help people out. So I wanted to get your opinion, guys, on should I wait and test out the units a little bit more before I make a tier list, like how I'm doing right now, or rush the tier list immediately after like the second update releases in order to help people out and maybe get more views as well. Comment that down below and let's move on to the tier list. In this tier list specifically, so 58 images, I believe that's pretty much complete. Right? Yeah, I think that's actually complete already. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have S, A, B, and then I'm going to have a support tier right here. I feel like the best way to do it is to have support units be in their own separate category because there's a lot of supports that will place very low if you place them like in a typical ranking. So we're gonna have our own support tier, and then also we're gonna have a beginner category. This is gonna be units that are less than 4-star or 5-star. Okay, so without further ado, let's actually get started with this tier list. Okay, so we have Aaron right here at the beginning, and for Aaron, I am going to put Aaron in S tier. And a lot of people might say, well, yo, why Aaron in S tier? The main reason for this is because he is the best unit for trials. And trials is something that you need to do for pretty much every single unit in the game because you need trials in order to get the materials or items to awaken or evolve certain units. Therefore, Aaron being the best unit for that, he immediately becomes a meta unit. A lot of people might say, oh, his damage is not that good. Yeah, but you're not really going to be bringing Aaron for the damage. You're going to bring him for his summons in the trial missions. And not only that, he can kind of count as a support as well. He's a pretty great unit. For that, I think he's going to be an S tier unit. The next one is going to be Asta, beginner. Then we got Blackbeard, which is a support. I believe Blackbeard is going to be a support because of his slow. And for that alone, I think it's better to just put him at support instead of like maybe A tier. So I'm going to put him at support. By the way, huge shout out to my friends on my Discord, Venpress, and a bunch of other YouTubers and content creators. We have our tier lists and we are working together on making the best tier list possible. Right now, I'm making my own version, but they also have their own version. Okay, so the next one is going to be Broly, which will be in S tier above Eren because Broly has one of the most insane DPS in the game. You're a beginner. And then Ulquiorra is going to become very, very high. One of the best units in the game, if not the second best unit, if not the best unit. He is super insane and he can solo one of the hardest game modes. Or not really solo, but he can help you complete one of the hardest game modes in the game, which is Trials. And Ulquiorra is just a really great unit with an ability. Also, he's pretty cheap, actually. Okay, this one's going to be a beginner unit as well. Now, the beginner units are not going to be in a perfect category. I don't really care for the ranking of the beginner units because they're all just beginner units, right? But I'll try to like fix their ranking later. Now, SDAT's gonna be right below Ulquiorra. Deidara is gonna be an A tier. Is gonna be a beginner. All right, Tanjiro, I think you're gonna be a beginner as well. And then this one's gonna be in B. Rukia, Ice Queen, which is a pretty great support. Very, very great early support, especially if you're a beginner. Pretty easy to get. I'm gonna put you in beginner, and I'm gonna put you in high B tier, and I'm gonna put Iki Hollow in A tier, right below Deidara. I feel like Deidara is better because I feel like Deidara is the only unit in the game right now who can be placed in both ground and hill, so that's pretty great. Sanji, beginner. Song Jinwoo is gonna be really, really great. His high DPS and he can summon Igris, so that's pretty great. So for that reason alone, I'm thinking I'm putting him above Eren. We got this one right here, beginner. King Kai, which is a support. I feel like he's worse than these two. These two are better supports than him. Beginner as well. This one's a beginner as well. This one's gonna be a beginner. This one, I believe one of these is a 4-star, beginner. And this one's a pretty great B tier because he's a hill unit. I think this is the 4-star, right? Kujo is not that great. I'm gonna put him low A tier. This is a B tier. Okay, Kukushibo is the best unit in the game. He is the unbound unit, and he is the best unit in the game from what I remember. Now, I'm just gonna put Gojo in support because he has an ability that I believe can stun enemies. So I think I'll just put him in support because I don't think he's that great of a DPS anyways. So it probably makes more sense to just put him in support instead of damage. Then we have beginner. Okay, who's this unit? I don't really know who this unit is. There's some units that I'm not aware of. Erwin is gonna be a support better than King Kai and better than these two in my opinion. Actually, I think Ice Queen is better than Gojo in terms of being a support. Okay, so Erwin's right there. Ramen guy is gonna be the best support in the game. Undoubtedly the most useful character because he is a farm unit, so I'm gonna put him there. These ones, I'm gonna put this in beginner. This one's gonna be in B. This one's a great support. Gonna put him right above Blackbeard. Then we have Freyren, who I will put at the top of A tier. Pretty great unit. Beginner. Okay, wait. Oh, sorry, not this one. This one's beginner. Edward, I believe, is from PvP. So I haven't really seen Edward, nor I haven't seen these two units yet. So I'm not really too sure on them. To be fair, I'm just gonna place these ones right here. And these are ones that I don't think people have really seen yet. Okay, Mob is gonna be in B as well. Okay, this one's the earlier evolutions of Broly. I think that's gonna be in B tier. Again, this is on Evo. Goku is gonna be in S tier, right above those two, right above these other ones, and right below the top 3 units. Goku is gonna be a B tier unit, pretty great unit early on because it's cheap. We got Itadori and Sukuna. I think this one's gonna be in B, and then Sukuna is gonna be pretty high A. A lot of people overestimate Sukuna, but I don't think he's that good. Okay, this one's gonna be beginner. This one's gonna be in B. Yeah, because he's just the evolution of the 3-star Vegeta. He's a 4-star. Got Uryu, which from what I've heard is a pretty great beginner unit. So I'm gonna put him at the top of beginner unit instead because I think that's just much better. Okay, Ishtar. I'm gonna be putting Ishtar right below Broly. Ishtar is pretty great on her last upgrade, but everything below her last upgrade is pretty bad. She has infinite range and high damage, but you need to spend 40,000 to get to that point. So everything below her 40k upgrade or below her max upgrade is pretty bad. That's what I heard. But still, I think that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna put her right there. And then we have Aqua, which is the dungeon drop. From what I've heard, he is slightly lower than Estet. So to be fair, I'm just gonna be putting him putting her right there. Whitebeard, I think I'll put Whitebeard right here. And then this one, which is, I believe this one's actually a support. I haven't really seen the abilities of this one yet, so I'm just gonna put him like right there. I believe he is a support. I don't really know. I'm kind of unsure. I haven't seen this. This is one of the units I haven't seen yet personally, but from what I've heard, he is a support similar to Erwin, so I'm gonna be putting him right there. This one, I'm gonna be putting this one in the middle of A tier, right below Ichigo. Naruto, this one's gonna be beginner, and then this one's gonna be high B tier, not really that great, and then this one's gonna be lower in the B tier. Probably like right here, and the combination of these two are pretty great. Then you have a beginner here as well. Then you have Mihawk, which I feel like should be one of the better A tiers. He has high DPS, high range, but the AoE is pretty bad. So that's what we're gonna do for him. Alright, so here's my explanation for this. S is basically meta, A is basically great units. B is basically kind of meh, great for beginners. Great for or good for beginners, or just mid overall. The only mid or the only 5-star here in this category is Naruto. So I placed this guy right here in great because they're 5-star. So basically my logic is 5 stars are at the very lowest high B tier, or most of them are going to be in A tier basically, and then most of the really great 5 stars or unbound units or boundless units are going to be in meta or S tier. But then if you're a 5-star, the worst 5-star in my opinion is Naruto, and that's why he is in here. And then the rest of the 5 stars are just here in A tier. As you can see, there's not really any 4 stars in A tier, and there's only one 5-star in B tier, which is mostly comprised of 4 stars. Then beginner is obviously just the 3 stars and some really bad 4 stars. So that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. I think I did a pretty great job with it. And I will be making more tier lists soon for ASTDX. That's gonna be it for today's video. Like and subscribe, and 57k subscribers, we're gonna do a giveaway. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.